Hey there, Net Dwellers! I am Logon411, and welcome to another movie response. Now, as you probably expect, this news in this movie response is Star Wars related. Big shock! Whenever there's a new bit of Star Wars news, you know that. Of course I have to talk about it whenever something related at all to Star Wars shows up. I just gotta talk about it. I can't miss it at all. Well, that was on the smaller side of news. So, same movie. I could have talked about him too, being in there. I could have talked about her too. Yeah. Anyway, okay, so let's move on to this. So now, in this bit of movie response, I just thought I'd give quick summary of latest news in the world of movies and the world of nerddom, of sci-fi-ness, Star Wars. Just do a quick one, as it's 7:17 right now in the morning of the time I'm filming this, before I said to head to my college classes, should be at 8:30, but anyway, I thought, I'd talk about, news that came up yesterday, because I didn't have time. I wasn't able to, or, yeah, I didn't have it in me to talk about yesterday, but I do now this morning. And that bit of news, I'm building it up so much, is that yesterday, kind of popped out of nowhere, they released and announced what the official title for Star Wars Episode 8 is. And that title, drum roll please, if you're not, I guess I'll have to. The Last Jedi. Okay. It doesn't. When you first heard you, kind of like, that's it. I mean, when title The Force Awakens, I'm just like, wow, The Force Awakens. That sounds so ominous. What does it mean? It could mean a million different things. When really it just meant that the Force actually awakened. There's a new Jedi in The Force Awakens, and yeah, that's it. They're still cool. Yeah, but this isn't as ominous like Force Awakens. That had built up a lot of questions with that title. I mean, who's awakened? Does that mean the Force disappeared for a while and it's just now returning? I mean, what does it mean? Force Awakens built up a lot of questions. With a title like The Last Jedi, it's very straightforward. It seems very, very, a very, very straightforward title. I was like, it's The Last Jedi. Yeah. But it doesn't, seem out of place for a Star Wars title. I mean, it sounds like Star Wars-esque, so it fits, good. I think, this title, and I've seen other people say this. I think it's an agreement that everyone thinks this, but it's pretty an average title pick. I mean, it wasn't the one that I picked. I'm sure they had millions of other ideas, but this might have been just the one that everyone was having a conference in Lucasfilm, I'm guessing, but they talked about hey, we gotta think of a title, and they were arguing so much and arguing each other with the title, and I guess that must have been the one that they all came to agree on. It's fine, if we all just shut up and just say okay, we'll just do The Last Jedi, fine, we'll call it The Last Jedi. My guess probably did not happen like that, because I'm not in Hollywood yet. But my thoughts, it's good. Like I said, it's an average pick for a title, but there's more questions what Force Awakens name could mean. It brings up a couple questions that I could have for the new movie. It sounds a little mysterious, The Last Jedi. I mean, obvious they're gonna talk about Luke. But I looked this up, and a lot of people are saying oh no, it's not. It may not be talking about just one single Jedi. There could be Jedi is plural. bad at everything, including dictionaries and words and vocabularies of words. So I could be wrong, but like since it's Jedi is a plural, it could mean more than one Jedi. So they could also be talking about Rey too. In which case, yeah, it sounds interesting, and I do love it. I do love it. Force Awakens and now Last Jedi. That so many people were joking that they would call it the First Order Strikes Back, since it's the second entry to this new sequel franchise. And if they did choose to name it the First Order Strikes Back, then it would just tell those people that oh, it's just gonna be like the Force Awakens, how they like grabbed the plot points from the original trilogy and just threw it into the seventh movie. If Lucasfilm had the First Order Strikes Back, that would kind of tell everyone, oh, they are gonna do the same thing they did with the Force Awakens, you know. But from what I've heard, it sounds like they're not gonna do that. But if they did have that title instead, or something close to that, that sounds reminiscent of The Empire Strikes Back, it would kind of tell people like, oh, they're gonna not be original, okay? But it sounds like from this title, they will. I'm hoping. And I'm still excited about the movie title or not, but yeah, my big thoughts on it. It's not that big, but I like it. I like it. It's not as ominous as The Force Awakens, but it's still good. There's still some questions that leave you there. So I like it. Yeah, and it tells me definitely that since of course talking about Luke Skywalker, that he's gonna have a big part in it, which I'm excited about. There's also one more thing point that I want to get to it talking about it before I leave you off. If you look very closely, like has the word Star Wars on the lettering there, and of course in between it is the Last Jedi text. But the Star Wars text and font, as you can see, is the color red. Now the font for The Force Awakens was yellow. And since this is red, I'm not sure what that means. A lot of people are theorizing, like, oh, that means that Luke Skywalker's gonna turn to the dark side, actually. Ray found out, like, oh, no, he's not actually on the light side. Could do that. I don't think that's it, no. It could mean that, like, the dark side has the upper power, and since there's only the Last Jedi now, that could explain, yeah, the dark side is winning, so that could explain the red. I don't know. Yeah. But it looks cool. It looks cool. It threw a lot of people off. I noticed online, but I don't see mine, and it seems different. And yeah, it's a short bit of information. It's a title, what have you. Yeah. So there wasn't a lot to talk about. I just wanted to bring it up because I'm big on Star Wars, and I thought you guys want to hear what I thought about it. And I liked it. That is all. So, there's nothing else to share. I love it. I don't love it. I like it. It's good enough. It's good. It's good. I like it. It'll be easy to get used to saying it. So, yeah. That's all I had to talk about this news, you guys. And so then I'm log on for 11 then. Just short thing, but otherwise, I'll see you in my next movie response. Take care and have a great absolute day.